So we're less than 10 days away from the election, and over the last few weeks, I know I've covered more political stuff than not, and there's a lot I could be covering this week too. From JD Vance going on Theo Vaughn and actually having a lighthearted time, to Joe Rogan finally having Trump on, which was crazy because at one point he said he'd never have Donald Trump. But I wanted to get away from that today, while also staying consistent with the premise of my channel, which is talking about something that we can learn from. Now, I've posted multiple times on this channel about going viral for the wrong reasons. Anywhere from a single mother who posted herself crying on TikTok because she had to bake herself a cake on her birthday, to streamers who recorded themselves threatening people and committing literal crimes live. And while those two are very different things, the point still stands. Does it need to be posted on the internet? And so one person who I also feel falls into that category recently is TikToker / musician who went viral for posting her breakup online.
Imagine you live in LA with your boyfriend and everything's going amazing till he says, babe, I want to move back to Texas.
Okay, keep it in the back of your mind. I want to move back to Texas. Emphasis on the I.
To be closer to my dad, so you give up half of your career, quit your improv troupe and have a goodbye party. Take off months of work, deplete your savings to pay for movers and drive to Texas. So worth it for the love of your life that wants a future with you because he said so. So you spend a month waiting for your shit to arrive and then another month moving in and building furniture and stuff, and you're so happy till he comes back from a family vacation, sits on your couch which just arrived in the mail and hands you a note that says we have nothing in common and we're incompatible. Oh no. How did I not notice this whole time? 3.5 years of happiness. We've been incompatible this whole time, and that we have nothing in common for 3.5 years. How did I not notice? What a surprise. Thank you for informing me that this whole time we had nothing in common. So you back up your car with whatever you can fit in it. Just kidding, you're crying too hard, so we have to pack it for you. And then you drive to Florida to live with your mom.
Now for context, that was TikToker and artist Sprightly, who has about 93k followers on the app. Also goes by Sprightly Music on X, whose bio says, currently known as a girl who got dumped in Texas, but mostly I'm a musician. Also got a YouTube with 9k subscribers, and a Spotify with a decent amount of monthly listeners. Now let me start out by saying, I'm not trying to victim blame or shame anybody because I do have sympathy for her. To move across the country only to have your boyfriend tell you sometime later that he doesn't feel like you're compatible is tough without question. Now on the flip side of things, she did say in the song, or she made it seem like there weren't any red flags. But when you look back on it, there were. As Sarah pointed out on X, anyone notice he never said they should move to Texas? He said he should. I think that was him telling her it was over, but he couldn't, so he dragged it out. And then this user said, went on a family vacation without his long-term girlfriend, who just moved to Texas for him. Should have been a red flag for her. Then Miss Main said, was totally on the side of the lady who moved from LA to Texas, only to get dumped by her boyfriend out of the blue until the receipts show she's known for years that he explicitly hated her. Screenshotting some of her old TikToks. One with the caption, when it's your 2-year anniversary and you're about to release a really sweet love song about your boyfriend, so you're spending all your time and energy making lovey posts, but he hates the attention and the song. The next one saying, when your boyfriend is suspiciously disinterested in the discovery that aliens exist, works on computer for a living, can't find his birth certificate, won't share his groceries, never sleeps, barely tolerates humans, including you. Which incidentally, she also wrote a song called He's an Alien, because I was confused as to what that had to do with aliens. So maybe that could have been satire or something. But when you take that, coupled with the fact that, I don't know, he hated the effort you put into your 2-year anniversary, that should have been a sure as hell red flag. Because if it was 2 months into the anniversary, I would understand, because that would make me want to run for the hills.
Gotta get out of here pronto, I got a stage 5 clinger.
But after 2 years, if he was actually feeling the relationship, I would have expected him to find that endearing. And same goes with the family vacation. I wouldn't expect her to go on every single one, but when you've been together that long, you've lived together, and then you moved across the country together, I would expect her more times than not to go on that vacation. And if she's not, I would expect her to do some reflection. And again, I'm not trying to gaslight her in any way. I've been through heartbreak before, and part of what makes it harder, or what can make it harder for a lot of people, is overlooking the red flags in the beginning because you're so blinded by the idea of being with that person that you ignore the writing on the wall. And that seems to be the case for her, because when this TikTok went viral, she was interviewed by The Cut. And when she was asked about how the conversation went, said earlier this year, he told her that he wanted to go live on his family's farm. He moved to LA for her, and that she always knew that wasn't where he wanted to be forever, and never had any intention of staying in LA, but wouldn't compromise at all. She continues to say, I actually asked at certain points if he wanted to be with her, and he'd say, I don't want to break up, I want to be with her. There was lots of communication, lots of assurances from him that he did want her to come, and that by the time they moved, she felt way more sure about their relationship than ever, thought they were taking the next step, and within the year, he would propose. And all of that may be very true. He might have been saying that everything's all right and that he doesn't want to break up, and I do fault him for that, because 3.5 years into the relationship, you shouldn't be beating around the bush like that.
What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want?
But to play devil's advocate, she by her own admission said he barely tolerates her, that he doesn't share the groceries, and when it came to a big life decision, there was no compromise. So maybe at that point he just threw up his hands and say, well, she can come with me if she wants, but I really don't care. And again, the responsibility is on him to be direct with her. But at the same time, it's on her to read between the lines, because at the end of the day, actions always speak louder than words. And as tough as this situation must have been for her, hopefully she can learn from it and come out stronger. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new to this channel, hopefully I've earned a subscription. Here's some videos for you to watch in the meantime. Until next time, peace out.